guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today our top story was about regional unrest, more flights cancelled and diverted. We also spoke about Dubai's 2033 strategy and the Dubai vlogger who revealed her cat was found with a bullet wound.
And if you have missed the episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast wherever you get your podcast from and enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: more flights cancelled due to regional unrest.
As well, Dubai's 2033 strategy, $1 trillion real estate boom, education, and a cashless city, which is very exciting.
Also, we're going to talk about Ebraheem Samadi, the Dubai Bling Stars share, as he shares his take on the Diddy scandal.
As well, Dubai vlogger reveals that her cat was found with a bullet wound.
Later on in the show, we've got Mohammed Najia talking positivity, social media secrets, and the ups and downs of content creation.
It is 361 days since the genocide continued on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 41,638. The number of injured people is 96,460, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
In today's rapid weather report, highs of 37 degrees, humidity at 76%.
So let's jump to our stories for the day. More flights have been cancelled due to regional unrest. UAE Airlines are cancelling flights to various countries due to regional unrest as Iran launched a ballistic missile attack on Israel on Tuesday, yesterday evening, in a retaliation for the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and Iranian commander in Lebanon. Now, most of the nearly 200 missiles were intercepted by Israeli and US defenses with no reported fatalities in Israel.
Following this news, Emirates and Fly Dubai have announced cancellations of flights to Iraq, Iran and Jordan on October 2 and 3 due to the regional unrest. And also along with this, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website posted yesterday, the UAE has expressed deep concern over the escalating developments in Lebanon and the potential repercussions on regional stability.
Now, a statement from Emirates confirmed all flights to and from Basra, Baghdad, Tehran and Amman will be affected, while Fly Dubai has as well added Israel to its list of suspended destinations on the same dates.
Emirates also announced that customers transiting through Dubai with final destinations in Iraq, Iran and Jordan will not be accepted for travel until further notice.
As of the recent updates on what is happening, as we said, several flights have been cancelled, and the flights include EK 837, 838, Dubai, Bahrain, Dubai EK 855 and 856, Dubai to Kuwait to Dubai, EK 31 and 32, Dubai to London, London Heathrow and back to Dubai, EK 866 and 867, and as well Dubai to Muscat, back to Dubai. And UN experts, of course, they are alarmed by the Israel-Lebanon conflict, strongly condemn the escalation and urge immediate protection for civilians, according to the United Nations website.
We're monitoring this situation closely, and as soon as we have information about flying in and out of these ports, we will let you know. I'm just seeing one of the comments coming through on the post is from Mirza Karim saying currently at DXB airport and it's so chaotic. This can happen, and we always think about the people working in the airports, people in Emirates and Fly Dubai, just trying to get people safely to and from their destination. If flights need to cancel, it's extremely frustrating and it can be messy, but at the end of the day, we know that they're putting our safety first, and they'll be looking for alternative routes to get you to your destination.
100%, and as they all the time say, is that it's better to check with your airlines if your flights are cancelled, to not maybe go to the airport and have your time wasted. For sure, and as well, just like because they are all caring about the civilians' safety, so this is all for you and not to you.
True. I think we all saw the attacks on Israel last night, and it feels like the situation is just getting worse day by day, and it's getting scarier and more frightening. And the airlines need to respond to that, and that is what we've seen in the last 8 hours in terms of these updates. These are the updates as of this very second. As I said, do continue, as Farah said, do continue to monitor the airline that you're flying with. It's interesting to see that London Heathrow, Bahrain have also been added to the suspended flights list. So do check before you go. More updates from the government. This is in relation to Dubai's 2033 strategy. An AED $1 trillion real estate boom coming by 2033, along with a transformative education strategy and a cashless city. So the Executive Council of Dubai made further progress in line with its 2033 strategy. This was chaired by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum yesterday, and the council approved the education strategy for 2033 to advance its goals as part of the Dubai Social Agenda 33.
Now, this move, of course, aims to continue shaping a new education system rooted in the principle of lifelong learning, designed to anticipate change, nurture talent and skills, and as well promote continuous creativity and growth for both educators and students.
The council also approved several key strategies to support the Dubai Economic Agenda D33, namely the real estate strategy, in which the Dubai government aims to raise the value of real estate transactions in Dubai to 1 trillion dirham. And finally, the cashless strategy, which will contribute to making Dubai one of the top 5 cashless cities globally, increasing economic returns by 8 billion dirham through the shift to cashless payments. That's wild that it's going to save that much money.
Honestly, to be honest with you, Casey, the thing that really interests me is the fact that it's going to be a cashless city. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like you lose your cash. Like I don't know. It's like, you know, like when you get dirhams. I lose my dirhams all the time.
How do you lose it? I don't even use. I just tap everything.
I know.
And then I actually have 100 dirham that's sitting in my gym bag.
It's there. It's right there.
And I haven't touched it in so long because I'm like, I'm not going to use it because it's always that just in case.
I mean, I know. But like at the same time, you know, the fact that it's going to be a cashless city makes me think, you know, like no matter what, the need of like the urgency, like, oh, I'm gonna have this 100 dirhams in my bag in case anything happens. That in case is not gonna be there anymore.
But maybe your Emirates ID, because one of the things we discussed with Decisive on is that we'll have like bank, you know, all of your bank information will be on your cards, and therefore that will be your in case. But we're seeing, I think it's in the States. Tell me where. They are having protests in the port industry because what's happening is AI and innovation is coming, and less jobs are needed because the logistics is now being done by computers. So the people working there, the laborers, they're complaining and they're protesting because they're saying don't take our jobs. But it's interesting because the innovation is coming slowly but surely, and jobs will be lost. Like if we're cashless, the people at the tills, their jobs will essentially become obsolete.
That is true. But we can maybe flip the script in a way and think of like, why don't we work with AI? Why don't we work with the advancement of technology and use it for our advantage? So, of course, I mean, I understand their point of view, but I don't think that, you know, we are going to be losing our jobs. I don't think so.
Sitting here, ChatGPT, watch out, or maybe I should watch out. Let's jump into our next story. So this is a story that's internationally making a lot of headlines. And now we have Dubai Bling Star's Ebraheem Al Samadi sharing his take on the Diddy scandal. So the star gave his opinion on Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking scandal. He claimed that the people involved with Diddy are the same celebrities who choose to stay silent about attacks occurring in Palestine and Lebanon.
And as well, according to the entrepreneur, this is telling of their bad character and proves further that the world is only defined in two, which is the good versus the bad.
He goes on to give the public advice on purifying their life because, as it is seen with Diddy and those allegedly involved with him, as wrongdoings always get caught.
I mean, I've seen the Diddy scandal all over TikTok.
Yeah,
all over TikTok. It's everywhere. And it is heartbreaking. And we know that Hollywood is a very, I would say, dark, as celebrities call it, place. Justin Bieber has tried to expose what has happened to him through his Yummy music video. Apparently even Kanye West has tried to expose what has been happening. However, I do see Ebraheem's point of view. It's like people who choose to stay, or celebrities who choose to stay silent on that, are celebrities who do not speak on Palestine and Lebanon and things that are happening politically around the world, because that just like shows that they are actually controlled by a higher.
True, but I think there's so many question marks over who's involved in the scandal, and until the investigation's undergoing, until it goes to court and we see the names, we cannot say for sure. What we do know, like because I went down that TikTok hole as well, and there's so much dirt. However, all we do know is that video of how he abused his ex-wife Cassie, and she was one of the first people to come forward, and that was a horrific video. That's a fact. But all of the other question marks over celebrities, so we don't actually know who's been involved and who's not involved until it comes out in court proceedings. We shouldn't suggest names, and then therefore we can't compare the names of the alleged involved to the people who don't speak out, because we don't actually know who was involved until it's fact. I can't believe the TikTok deep dives. You can't.
Look, I know, but like, let's believe. I want to agree. I want to tell you something. This generation is very smart, and they will They will dive deep, and they will figure out everything. That's how. And then the list of like.
But
the celebrities that are
in
involved.
TikTok land, the idea is every single piece of art that Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, not related to the story, Eminem, Kanye has ever dropped before is linked to this story. You know what I mean? Like, they'll look at a line and they'll say, oh, that's linked. That's what that person was trying to say. That interview that person did 4 years ago when they said that they're having a tough time, those 6 seconds are related to this story. And they cannot know that for sure unless they're having a one-on-one with the person.
I mean, maybe that could be the case for some celebrities, but as well, some other celebrities, you know, have made it, I would say, like, kind of like, they try to, like, give some hints here and there of them being involved. Because, like, what happened is, with the Diddy situation, is that he had a party.
Many parties, I believe.
Many parties, but he had, like, this, he would throw parties, and a lot of the people who were invited were either part of the whole Diddy scandal or were victims. And victims actually tried to speak up about it, such as Justin Bieber with his Yummy music video. Or apparently Beyonce was
true. So I just think, you know, I feel like going too deep into celebrity gossip, today's not the day. You know what I mean? So I just feel like we should move on from the story.
Let's move on.
And I just think it's going back and forth, and at the end of the day, there's more important things in the world. So let's move on to the. Actually, this was a local story, and it was shared yesterday by Nicole on Trend. She is a top fashion buyer. We've had her on the show before. She's a friend of the show, and she is a cat rescuer. So she currently has 8 cats in her home, and one of her cats, I think she said the name is Billy. He's an outdoor cat, and she found the outdoor cat with what appears to be a pellet gun wound, and she sent a message to her followers. If you know someone who's doing this, please stop.
Well, she found her cat with a wound, possibly from, as Casey has mentioned, a pellet gun, and said this is the 3rd time her cat has been injured by gun pellets.
So she has rescued 8 other cats, and this one will now need to be kept indoors. She hoped that he's okay, and she simply asks those responsible to stop this horrific, cruel behaviour. So the video starts, and it's like, my cat has been shot, which makes you think gun, but then you think it's a pellet gun, and then therefore she's speaking to the people in her vicinity, because the reality is, my take on that, with absolutely no background information, is that could be teenagers. That could be people that they got their hands on a pellet gun. And I was trying to go into the laws of are they allowed? And there's specifics. If it's less than 8 joules, I don't know how to pronounce that, but if it's less than 8, a certain wattage of the gun, they are allowed. But over a certain point, there has to be a license. You actually have to be a local to have it. But less than 8 joules, people can have these like air gun, gel guns in their home, but they're not that strong. So essentially, if your child, for example, if your teenager, I can't imagine this is adults, has a pellet gun, maybe ask the question, make sure they're not using it, maybe, because this is what's happening, is that her cat has been shot in her area 3 times.
I agree. And you know what's actually really stuck in my head is that when I read, and it says her black cat. Now, I would like to believe that because, like, kids are brought up with the idea that black cats are bad luck, or black cats are possessed. So I would assume that the kids probably thought like, oh my god, that's a black cat, you know, like, so it's bad luck and it is possessed, so like, you know, like, let's like hit it. I would actually believe that for sure, because like, for example, like when we were kids,
when you were kids and you were told that black cat is bad luck, we had a similar superstition. Would you go to the extent that you would take it out with a pelican?
Not at all. Not at all. That is something that I think maybe the aggression, maybe they are like boys that are very like much on video games and all of these things, and they thought that maybe hitting the cat with the pellet gun is the ultimate solution to get rid of the bad luck or the possession that, you know, that is embedded in their heads. So this all goes back to like, it's like a circle, you know, a circle of like what their parents have taught them, like as a belief, and then the fact that they are taught aggression, and then as well comes back to the belief that is like in front of them, and they're either like fight or flight mode, and they just like decided to like hit it with
but they have that equipment with them.
That's true. That should not ever be the case.
And you're right, it brings me back to, we had Dr. Saliha Afridi in the show, and we were talking about kids bullying last week. It was a great interview if you want to check it out on our podcast. And she spoke about the bullies themselves and like what leads them to it. It's, as you said, it's things that they see in the home. True. I don't know, if there's a pellet gun in your house. I think this story is important because it's happened in our community. It's been 3 times now, and it's because someone has a pellet gun in their home and they're using it in a horrific and cruel way. So if that's the case, pass on the information to stomp it out. It's 8:48 on this Wednesday morning. We're excited to welcome Mohammed Najia on the show. We're going to talk about positivity, social media secrets, and the ups and downs of content creation. Very welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Mohammed Najia, a pharmacist turned content creator who shares motivational and lifestyle content. He's built a strong connection with his audience through relatable posts and personal reflections, which we love. Welcome to the show, Mohammed.
Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. Good morning for all Lovin Dubai fans.
Thank you. Yeah. Good morning to you. Peppy and bright and early. Love it.
Well, thank you so much for being here again. My first question is, you went from a pharmacist to being a content creator. But what was like your aha moment, you know, that, oh, social media and content creation is for me?
So basically, it was unexpected journey. I graduated from Faculty of Pharmacy 2016. I didn't expect at all to be on the media side. I love taking photos, videos from like all time back. But as well, when I came to Dubai and start seeing all of this marketing is everywhere, I start doing, you know, like Corona, it was something for a lot of people, good chance for a lot of people. So from this period, I start to do this content. Basically, 3 years back, I said, yeah, I did this. So this was my you know.
3 years you started and you've built 1.6 million followers.
So basically, I started, as I mentioned, from 2020. So it's 4 years. But how I did this, a lot of stuff, but mainly my main focus or my main content was meeting a lot of big people. I met football players, celebrities, actors, singers from all around the world. And we did a lot of activity with them, a lot of reels. It's available on my social media. So that make difference.
You know what? I was looking at your feed and I was like, he meets all these famous people, Salgado, and then you're saying you make content. Before the show, we were told that you want to do a video with us. I was like, I don't know if I can do those moves.
It's my pleasure.
How do you get, and it would be an honor for us, Farah's all excited, how do you get famous people to do the content with you? Like, because people watching think that's a great strategy, but how did you make that happen?
So actually, as you mentioned in the introduction about motivation, so a lot of times I'm thinking about the stuff to do it. Really, once you think about something that you really want, it happens. A lot of times, even especially when I started, I want to meet this guy, I swear. 2, 3, 4 days, I'm meeting these people. Doing good relation with them, starting to be friends, so we have easy access to content. So all about what you want, all about what you are looking for. If you really you are a clear person from inside, you are looking for win-win situation, you are not a selfish person, all gates is open. That's how.
So we talk with content creators a lot all the time, and the other time tell us like, you know, their opinions of like the best and worst things with social media. But I want to hear from you, like from your point of view, what is the best and worst thing about social media?
So basically, the best thing that about social media, it's really increasing your passion on life. Like it's a really good job. You know, actors always saying they cannot stay without acting and all of this stuff. I think it's the same for the social media creators. It's like, خلاص, you should do this every day. So when I stay 10 days and it's happening for all the creators to stop content for a week or whatever, you are depressed. You are really depressed. So you should always do content. The baddest thing that you are always want to update yourself. You are always want to upgrade yourself from level to level. You are always thinking about the future. As well, for now, for me, I have my wife, you can see the video. I have Omar, my baby. So I'm always thinking, what valuable content I should do so my family will gonna be proud of. So that's it, yeah.
It's nice.
We've spoken about the positivity content that you share, but for you personally, have you ever been through something that you needed one piece of advice to get you through it? So what's that one piece of advice that's helped you in your personal journey?
So basically, most of my advice from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid from Dubai. So when we came to Dubai and we start to listen about Dubai, what happened in UAE in the last 55 years, it's unexpected how this happened. So really, my journey and my motivation came from this point. They start from the scratch, and now they are one of the best countries and cities in the world. It is the best, by the way. So this is how it came to me. Like, I should take this as a vision, always in front of my eyes, that I can be one of the best. I don't care to be the best, but at least one of the best. So this really motivates me so much. A lot of quotes, never give up, all of this stuff. It's really have a meaning, have a value. Yeah.
Your content is motivational content.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, like you're not all the time butterflies and rainbows and unicorns and all of it. So do you like feel like the pressure of like, oh, you need to be motivational and positive all the time? And how do you deal with like your negative, dark times?
So this is a very good question because my team always was working for me in the beginning when I hired the team to be next to me. So I saw them making a file on our task manager called competitors. I called them direct. What's that? What's competitors? I don't have competitors. I'm Nagia. I'm myself. You know, we might have reference, but I don't have competitor. I don't want to look like others. So there is a lot of motivational people, but they are not me and I'm not them. They might be better, but as well I have my own vision. I won't be Muhammad Nagia. So basically I'm mixed between my own journey. What is the difference between acting and doing content? Acting is acting inside that, but doing content is your journey. Your journey is important more than doing content every day. So people love social media because you are always updating them day by day. They are following them by what's happening in your life. As well, you are sharing some tips. So this is what I'm doing. I'm sharing my lifestyle journey as well with some motivation. I never expected to have a business in Dubai. I never expected to have valuable money. Yani it's still not much, but it's good. You know, I'm proud for my short journey. But that happened because of this, the tips.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, you say you create lifestyle content. I remember a conversation I had with an agency owner before, and she said, how do you feel about the responsibility you have to your audience? So, but we're a news publisher, so it's a bit different to a content creator. You've got 1.6 million, and there's a debate around whether or not social media influencers, content creators should have a stance on political views. Where do you sit on that?
So I have a show, it's a podcast called The Real Influencer. So once I said with myself, basically once I entered this field, 2020, as I mentioned, my brother was telling me during Corona time, do you saw this influencer? It was a new word, you know, I wasn't that fluent in English at that time. Maybe I might be not now as well, but I don't know the word. What's influencer? Then the blogger, what? Blogger? It was a new word for us. When I started saying influencer is someone very big, someone did something huge, all of this stuff. Once I started on the field, people was telling me, oh, Muhammad Nagia, the influencer. It's a very big responsibility. After that, they start to say content creator. I believe this word is more dedicated for this. You know, we are content creators. We are not influencing. We might be in the future, but for now, we are doing content. Mm-hmm. I'm sharing my wife video during our wedding, sharing some video steps, but influencer is a very, very big word. Influencing people for 20, 30 years, they are doing something big. So, for example, Lovin Dubai, it's influencing people now. It's one of the best channels in Dubai. It's sharing all of the stuff. People is waiting the show. Hello, everyone. That's it. So, the huge difference.
Okay.
While has becoming, as you said, a content creator changes you in any shape or form, like some things that you do now that you would have not done maybe before, like a beauty treatment?
So traveling. So I think if I'm not a content creator, I will not travel all of these countries. I went to Europe, I went to London, I went to a lot of other countries as well. I'm going to US on December. So I believe if I am not a content creator, I will not do this journey. Being an employee, to travel every 2-3 months, it's something very hard. As well, you are gonna be poor. So yeah, this was my treatment during the journey. One of them.
What an amazing life change over 3-4 years. And along with that, you also got married, you had a baby.
Yeah.
And by the way, something personal about myself, I'm getting married next year.
Yes.
So whenever I see, whenever I see like wedding videos, I'm like, you need to tell me everything. That is the perfect video. If I could have that video on my wedding day, I would be so happy. But like, tips to get there. Is it dramatic? Is it okay?
But let me tell you about this video, by the way, because I'm not a fake person at all.
Okay.
Like this kind of videos, I'm not doing it for a trend at all. But I respect the people who is with me from day one. I'm saying always when I will get married, like I will make my wife a princess, all of this stuff. This is not, but this is from inside me. So once on this minute, I know how it mean a lot for a lady on this point. The first look. Maybe for us it's normal, but for ladies it's so important. First look.
This first look, yeah, so funny.
Yeah. So I want her to really to be like proud of the moment and all of this stuff. I don't know even I know for sure there is a videographer, but I know that the video will gonna go like this. But it happens as well. I'm happy from this video. It's a good moment.
And do you have advice for people about to get married?
So I'm not the person to give advices on this point, but the only one advice I can say that keep everything inside the home. This is the most. We have always a challenge in the home. We have actually this is something as well from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid that I stopped saying problems. I'm always using challenges because challenges it's easy to solve. Problems it's a problem. So one of the challenges always from the homes is to keep stuff inside the home. Always there is issues, always there is challenges, always there is stuff. But once it's outside the home, it's a problem now. Now it's a problem.
Are you writing notes?
Well, I love the word flip.
Yeah.
From problems to challenges. I wonder, do you do that with other words?
And actually only this word in my mind right now, but I'm doing like a trouble for my team as well on my age on like my business. If they use the problem, no, we don't have our problems. We have challenges. So now everyone on my business when they are speaking like it's how we have a challenge on this. It make a huge difference. Really, it do.
And no competitors.
No competitors. No.
Soon.
Well, of course, you have achieved a lot. And what is like on your vision board for the next 10 years?
The content creation.
I don't know, in your life, in content creation, anything that is coming up to you.
So, related to the content creation, I believe that content creation should put some strategies and like more knowledge related to this. So I believe that people who is on the industry right now, who is guiding people, they are not the right people. That's my opinion. The content creators who become very famous on this field, they are the people who have the responsibilities to start putting a strategy for the coming 100 years. Because creating a content on all of the platforms is just a new industry, yeah? How many years is it?
It's been like, I think maybe for like more than a decade.
10?
We're 10 years in the business, and at that time it was like Facebook, and then there was Bebo and MySpace. So that's what, 15 years?
Yeah, but it came to the
bloggers and influencers.
Yeah, bloggers. I think 5 years. It might be more, but that's approximately. So these people who start and they have a huge fans, they have a responsibilities to do that. I believe that I will be one of the people that we're gonna get these people and do something. I don't know how, but it will gonna be something for the people, for the humanity. That's it. This is my vision and future vision.
How interesting.
Yeah.
We wish you the very best of luck. Come back and talk to us about it.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on your wedding and your baby boy. And thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you guys so much. I enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of our show on this Wednesday morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.